Mods.
Hello, I'm Greg Rutke of Rutke Mods, and in today's video I will be showing you how to force update your Windows 10 install to the latest build. I will be demonstrating 3 different ways we can do this, and in today's video we will be going from the anniversary update, as we can see here, to the creators update. This of course will probably more than likely work in future builds too. So follow this video and you should not have any problems on getting the most recent build released now instead of waiting for the update. So let's begin. First we will want to go to this web page right here. And here we can see 2 options. We can either download this right here, which will download a tool which will be showing that will allow you to just get the update and update. Or we can go down here and download the media creator, and this tool will allow you to download an ISO of the disk or also force the update like this tool will. But this has more options, and we'll be showing you those 2 ways on that too. But first let's go with the force updater here, or the update tool. As we can see here, this is the icon you will get when you pull it to your desktop. We will open it up and it will pop up this. We will click Update Now. It will check everything and then we can click Next. And it will download the update and start installing it. Now, this is basically all we have to do. When this is all said and done, it will have a window pop up. Well, this window will update, and we will be able to click restart, or it will automatically restart after 30 minutes. So you have plenty enough time to save everything you're doing, and while this is working on updating, we can continue doing what we are doing. Anyway, so let's go to the second option. We'll click on Cancel Update for now, and we will open up the Media Creation tool. It will open up, get some things ready. We can click Accept. This is also the tool you can use if you are updating from Windows 7 or 8.1 and you have paid for a Windows key. There is a modified version of this which doesn't have the creation media here that you can use for the free update that I have shown you in other videos like this one right here. But let's get past that. Now we have the 2 options here. First, we can either click Upgrade this PC now, which we will do. It will get things ready and it will start downloading. Once it is downloaded, it will basically do what the other tool does. But we don't want to do that right now. I'm just demonstrating everything. So we will close this out and reopen it. We'll click Accept again. And now we will do it this way. We will create installation media. We'll click Next. And here we can choose what architecture and what not. In this case, since we're just updating, we can just use the recommended options and click Next. Now we'll have the option of setting up a USB flash drive with the install or an ISO file. Once that is done, we can click Next. Well, I'll choose ISO file for this. We'll click Next. We'll save it to somewhere. In this case, I'll save it to the desktop. We'll click Save. It will download the ISO file, then check the file. It basically builds it after it downloads. And then you can burn it to a disk. Or you can even transfer it also to a USB drive and do it from that. And now I will pause this video here and show you how we can update with the ISO file with a pre-made disk I have already made. Okay, I have now burnt a DVD of the ISO from the tool and will be putting it into my laptop to continue the video. So here we go. Okay, from here we can open up the disk setup. We'll go and click on setup, and it will start reading the disk. Of course, you can still use the flash drive method to do this, and it would work the same way, only you would open up the flash drive's image instead of this, and it would be quicker. But I enjoy using disks in physical media to do things like this. Just think of me as old-fashioned when it comes to that. Okay, at this point we can just skip the download and install updates. Like always, you can just update later. The updates don't take long to download usually. We'll click next. It will check the computer and get a few things ready. We'll click accept. As before, you can also use this to update from 7 or 8.1 if you have paid for a Windows 10 key. If you still want to do that update, look at that video I have previously linked if you want to do it for free. Now we can continue. We can just make sure this is all the way like this. We'll install Windows 10 Pro, which this is just the creator's update. It will just update it. And we want to keep all our files and apps. We'll click install, and then this window will pop up and start installing. Now in this case, I'm not going to do it this way, but that's basically how you would do it. So what I am going to do is the first option I showed you. I am going to use the updater tool. And once this is all finished, I will come back to show you that everything has been updated. When everything is updating, the computer will restart a few times, and you'll see it just updating basically. And once everything is finished, you'll be right back on your desktop. So I'll come back once this is all finished. I thought I'd show you some of the process of it updating with the Update Assistant. After it downloads Windows 10's update, the creator's update, it will start putting the files onto the drive. As we can see here, it is now saying updating Windows 10. This is basically putting all the creator's update files onto the drive so it can just go and continue updating. This would also basically be what the media creation tool would do and the ISO. Once the computer restarts, it doesn't need this program anymore, or the media creator tool, or the ISO's files. It will all be on the drive and it will update itself. Okay, here's the screen of showing where it needs to restart. Here's the timer, and we can just choose restart now. But of course the timer will allow you to finish everything up you need to do, or if you're out of the room, it will automatically restart itself eventually. In this case, we'll click restart now, and it will start to restart. And this will be what it will look like every time it restarts while it's updating. And we will come back once it has finished installing. Okay, it has finished updating. I will quickly go through the setup menus. I'll set the features I want disabled, use Cortana, and it will finalize everything and eventually go into the desktop. Here's where it downloads those updates. There's probably going to be more after everything is said and done, but it's downloading some of the needed updates right now. And welcome to the Creator's Update. As we can see right here, we have the 2017 copyright date and the Creator's Update build number. Now, before I wrap everything up, I'd like to mention that the third option on upgrading with the ISOs, you can actually use it to upgrade an older version of Windows 10 to a more recent older version of Windows 10, like for instance Windows 10 RTM to the November update, or even RTM to the anniversary update, or even the November update to the anniversary update. And that is now the only way I know of that you can do it. If you want to have ISOs of those older operating systems, I have the November update and anniversary update, and if you're watching this in the future, the creators update and whatever else is coming up in the future in this video right here. Now these images are made for 32-bit EFI Max, but if you're following the instructions for this video on there, when you do everything, these ISO files should work totally fine for you and your PC. They shouldn't have any problems. These ISOs are actually more meant for clean installs on a 32-bit Mac, but you can upgrade your PC from Windows following the steps we covered earlier in the video using these images. So that's all of that. Now, if you do not like the creators update or have some kind of massive conflict and want to wait for some more updates to make sure everything's working properly, you can still roll back, more than likely, and I will be making a video on how to do that later on, and I'll also be linking it in the description below when that happens. Also, if you want to free up space on your drive, if you want to stick around with the most current build you just upgraded to, you can delete those files from the older Windows install, and I'll be making a video on that later too, and also linking that in the description below. Anyway, so that is the end of this video on how to upgrade Windows 10 by force updating with these three different options. Anyway, so that is the end of this video, and thank you for watching. This has been a Rutgame Mods video. I'll quickly go through this, make sure it's connected to my internet. Why is it not already connected?